So that's that. And just to have a little bit more of a look into the Yuga floor price in general, because we did dip under 30 for the first time since 2021. We're now sitting at 34.49. So there's been a recovery over there. But more important than the actual pictures, and we can have a quick look, Kate, if we were going to buy one. I just want to show you this. So you asked where did we go to? So here you can see the low was 27.7 or 27.4, sorry.
Wait, so they did touch the 20s.
Yeah. You said did they get to 20? I said no, they got under 20, high 20s.
Oh, okay.
But well, they got under 30.
Hit 20 then, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought they didn't even hit the 20s. I thought they hit the 30s.
No. They hit the no. They currently at 34. They hit the 20s, but the high 20s. Yeah, they didn't hit 20, low 20s, and they're now back at 36. So that's what's been happening. I said it to you, Kate, a long time ago, that if Bored Apes end up going to zero, I think in general NFTs are dead, in a lot of trouble. And we had a whole conversation. We don't need to repeat that conversation. But there's no doubt that as these drop sharply, it does spread to the whole market. And we did see that a week ago. When these went under 30, everything dropped 10 to 15%, everything across the board, including your pudgy penguins, including everything dropped, and people freaked the F out.
Yeah.
So now they're above there.
Yeah, I would say it would be very, very deflating for the NFT PFP consumer, like the Twitter heavy spaces people. That would be a tough fucking time. I don't know if they would recover either. But I also, honestly, bro, I'm not sure how important that side of NFTs is either. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's certain communities and certain companies that are going to keep building regardless that don't really need NFT Twitter. It's just tough.
Not just NFT Twitter.
Runway they have. They need like a 10-year runway to not need consumers like money from. They just need to be able to build for that long. And if they can, then they don't need the market. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
Look, Yuga is about 50% of the NFT market, their ecosystem. So Bored Apes, CryptoPunks, and Meebits. So they are a barometer. This looks very similar to the Bored Ape that I had, but I had a white-haired one, and I had no cigarette, and my eyes weren't the stoned eyes. So let me show you what my eye was. I had the same shirt and a very similar facial expression. Very similar. So this was my guy over here.
So clean.
It's beautiful, hey, the white hair.
Yeah.
But can you see the facial expression is identical as well, and the eyes are droopy, but they weren't red. But so the only difference was the eyes are goofed in the one, and the white hair on mine, and the little cigarette, which at the time I would have loved the cigarette because I was a smoker. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, man. And then once we're commemorating, this was my mutant. I mean, this is a good-looking mutant.
Bro, that one's ugly.
Are you joking, Cade? I'll come over there and I'll fucking kill you. Look at the hairs. Beautiful. The half grin.
Bro.
The glasses.
How much did you buy that for again?
Such a unique one. I paid 4 Ethereum.
And you sold it for how much?
I sold it for 25 Ethereum just after other deed when I claimed my lands. Literally. It was one of my best trades. Except for my Bored Ape, which I 2x'd.
Yeah.
I bought for $80,000 and I sold for $160,000.
How long did you hold it for again?
A month.
Bro, you paid a year's worth salary in a month.
ETH was $1,000 at the time, and I paid 80 ETH for it or something like that, and I got an offer for $160,000.
Insane.
And I sold it.
How rare is that? How common is that, you think, for that to happen?
I don't know.
In Bored Apes.
I bought it at the right time, Kate. I really was watching it for so long, and it felt like I wanted to buy it. I had the crypto sitting there ready. And it just felt like the right time. I think that's very rare. I loved my Bored Ape. I rebranded the whole show around it. I never intended on selling it. but to be able to make that sort of money in a month, I just couldn't say no. I just kept thinking how many pens I need to sell at per cal in order to make that sort of money. But I just want to explain very carefully to anyone who doesn't know my other trades. I've lost on a lot of trades as well. So just understand very, very carefully that I've bought the top of a lot of NFT projects. I paid for, I mean, I'm just thinking what my worst ones were. Jesus, I bought it. I mean, yeah, I don't even know which one to start with. I bought a doodle at too much, much too much. There were a lot. There were a lot that I lost on as well. So I mean, overall, and when I bought in most of my NFTs, ETH was $4,000, $3,500. So I was putting money in at that rate. If I have to work it out, I'm probably slightly, maybe 5% up out of everything.
Even with the Bored Ape flip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I sold my ETH when ETH was $2,000, whereas I just bought my ETH when it was $3,500 to $4,000. So just that was a 50% drop in everything, and I had hundreds and hundreds of Ethereum invested in NFTs.
Fuck.
So I think I just sort of a little bit up. But that doesn't include the work I did in the space where I got paid and I cashed out. And overall from the space I'm up, but just my trading. So that's why I said to you, I'd say to you, most guys are down, because if I'm down with those trades that I made, those good trades that I made. Also remember I had that wallet hack where that Clone X was stolen from me when Clone X was 10 ETH. That's 10 ETH gone.
Yeah.
There were a couple of those.
True. I mean, I at the end of I think I did one of those things too, and I was not down. I was slightly up, but that's because like I would have been more up, but I held a bunch of assets that I bought like at whatever price because I was never gonna sell them. So technically that money's invested, and I think it's counted as like what's it called, like an unmarked loss or whatever it is. But as far as trading stuff, like I didn't do too much trading, but I actually did decent on the trading side of it. But honestly, bro, like most of the NFTs, the only reason I'm down on a lot of NFTs is because I just bought it with never intent to sell. I just bought them at a few $1,000s. Like I bought probably $10,000 worth of art at one point that I still have. They're just sitting in my wallet, and I'm fine to hold them. But that's like $10,000 invested that I didn't get out. And then there's probably like another few $1,000s worth of PFPs that are just sitting in a wallet that I bought to support just to be there, that are also just sitting there. And that's just like thousands and thousands of dollars just sitting there that